Hey everyone, Robert here. I just want to say if you're enjoying this podcast, don't forget to rate and review it.
Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Amber Simpson, and with me as always, my lovely co-host, Robert Lamb.
Thank you.
Joining us again, our very special guests, Nick and Drea Ott.
Hi there.
Welcome, guys.
Okay.
That was fun.
That's
so
so
loud.
fun.
What is they singing about?
What is they singing
They just be singing about Canada.
Canada. And why would they sing about Canada right now
Canada.
at this time?
Because today is Canada Day.
Eh?
Hey.
Eh?
Canada Day.
Canada Day.
Eh? That's actually like part of the name of the
Canada
holiday.
Day.
Canada Day. Canada Day, eh?
Canada DA.
Day. Okay.
Yeah, that's today.
This is Canada Day. It's all about Canada.
It's all about Canada.
Finally, a day for Canada to be celebrated in the United States.
It's in
Finally.
Yeah, finally. We really needed this day.
Yeah.
Our neighbors to the north.
Neighbors to the north. Is
To the north.
that a song?
It is now.
Okay.
It probably is.
Cool.
Today is in celebration of when the nation was officially born. On July 1st, 1867. It's when the
You
Constitution
beat them by
Act...
100 years. Nice. Good job, America. USA.
First.
USA.
Rude. It's Canada Day.
I'm just kidding. Go Canada.
It's when the Constitution Act joined 3 provinces into one country: Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and the Canada province, which then split Ontario and Quebec.
Isn't Quebec trying to separate now?
I think so.
I think they're trying to separate.
That's
That's
a
what
losing battle.
That's what
Yeah.
they say in Letterkenny, but I don't know if it's real.
I think it's real. I did some research sometime ago.
Some time ago.
And that was
Not
one of
on
the things.
Canada Day?
Not on Canada Day. Just
Wow.
for my own amusement.
So
Holy
were they
crap.
just France before that? They were just part of France?
Well, no, because they weren't even completely independent of England until 1982.
Oh, whoa.
Wait. Oh, 1982?
1982?
Whoa.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that?
I mean, I feel like I'm wrong now, but that's what this website said.
So
I don't know much about
until,
Canada.
Like 28 years ago, this was a fake holiday
I mean, we wouldn't
Because
celebrate it for sure.
because they were still...
Well, yeah, because like Canadians really didn't celebrate it until they were completely independent of England, and then they celebrated it because they were like, "Fuck yeah, fuck England."
England is
But it was originally called Dominion Day. It didn't get changed to Canada Day until
It's like
way later.
like Jurassic World Dominion
19
soon
yeah.
to hit theaters.
Right.
Yeah, 1982 is when
Near
it got
you.
changed to Canada Day.
Huh.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
then what do? They go out there and drink maple syrup and talk about hockey.
Well, this is an
or-
American
do you
holiday.
mean
What do we
they?
do for Canadian?
I
Canada
watch.
Day?
I mean,
hockey.
I didn't look up. I don't
It's
think
not-
we
it's
do
not-
anything. It's not an
hockey
American
is not
holiday.
even. Hockey is not even going. But I watch old hockey. That's what you could do.
Yeah.
You could get on NHL 20 and have 2 CPU teams versus
Play each other, and then you just watch.
You could eat some poutine.
Poutine.
Ooh.
Poutine. And then, yeah.
Yeah, watch
What else
Letterkenny
is, like-
because I love Letterkenny.
Yeah. Toronto Raptors won something recently. That's cool.
Sure did. My
That's
respect.
That's a Canadian team to celebrate.
There's lots of famous people from Canada.
Mike Myers,
Yeah,
Dana Carvey,
The Weeknd. You can listen to some of The
Ryan
Weeknd.
Reynolds.
Ryan, is he
Justin
Canadian?
Biebs.
Justin
Ooh,
Biebs. That's
the
right.
The
Biebs.
Biebs.
The Biebs.
Keanu Reeves.
Aw.
Keanu.
But he
Yeah.
seems so American. He's always got a gun in his
No,
hand.
he doesn't.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so nice.
He does.
But he's always has his gun in his hand.
I mean, his
That's more
characters,
American.
but the real life Keanu is dope as fuck. And he's
He is
super
really nice. He's always
So
riding
that's very
subways and
Canadian.
letting people sit down and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Such a nice dude.
Truth. The comedic duo, Terrence and Phillip.
Terrence and
Ooh,
Phillip. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not going to blame Canada today.
We're not gonna
No,
blame
we're
them.
not gonna blame
Even though
them.
that's the song that I was thinking was their national anthem.
Quaff, you quaffed in my face.
Hey, buddy.
Could definitely watch
Not your
some
buddy
songs.
guy.
Pal. Yeah. Not your pal, buddy.
But Canada celebrates the same way we celebrate like 4th of July. They do like barbecues, parades, festivals, fireworks. that kind of shit.
Oh, they
Hot
have
dog eating contest.
Yeah.
They don't eat hot dogs up there.
Why
Moose
not?
dogs.
That's American.
Moose dog
What?
eating contest.
I think
Moose
they
dog
just
eating
eat like
contest.
fries.
They don't have grits.
Whoa.
Why?
Why
I don't
not?
know. I just remember I went there once to Niagara Falls and they didn't have grits, and I was
Grits
like,
is a
good,
southern thing, and they're very
because I hate
north.
grits. That's true.
They're very north.
Yeah.
They're very north. If you look at a
I
map,
mean, it's pretty north. I mean,
they're pretty up there.
if you look at a globe, it's pretty up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. But, I mean, they got grits in like New York and shit, don't they? So you think you would get
Yeah,
across
but
that border
Canada's
eventually?
New York
Nah.
grits suck. Okay.
They
Anybody,
probably
any
do.
listeners from New York? Okay, your grits suck.
Ooh,
Hey.
Ooh,
that's
I don't
Nick
like
saying
grits,
it.
so.
That's Nick saying it. That's not us. We're pro grits.
Pro New York
I
Pro
know.
grits.
New
I don't
York
like.
grits.
I don't like grits.
Amber Simpson, stop! People are gonna stop listening.
It's
to
not
us.
like New York grits. It's just grits are gross.
Oh, you hate all grits?
yeah, all grits.
If you're from New York and you're listening,
and,
and you think you have good
Southern girl.
grits, go at Robert Lamb
No,
on Twitter.
at Nick Ott. Send him all your grits tweets.
Oh, no
Uh,
grit
and
pics.
then
No grit
email-
pics, please.
Send him a bunch of grit pics. All the grit pics you want, even if they get flagged. Just
Even if your
send them-
penis
send
is
them.
in them.
Yeah, no, that's Nick loves
Penis
that.
dipped
That's his
in grits.
favorite kind of penis. It's one
Just
covered in
one
grits.
covered in grits. I love me a corny penis.
Yep, he loves it. So send them all to nick.com.ot.
Titled grit pics.
Grit pics. Hashtag grit pics. Hashtag grit pain.
Grit pain.
Peen. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to keep saying stuff, but I stopped.
Yeah, so Canada.
So Canada. Yeah.
They got
we
a
have
good
like
health system.
Do it. Yes.
They got health. Okay.
Good health care.
They got health.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
I mean, free. Yeah.
Free
I mean, free
marijuana.
enough.
No, I meant legal marijuana. Also,
They got
maybe
free
free.
marijuana. They don't have free marijuana.
Well, free as in you can smoke it if you want.
You can
You're
smoke
free
it.
Yeah,
Free
but
to
you still
smoke
have to
it.
pay to buy
But you're
it.
free
to free.
to smoke it.
That's true.
Well,
How do
Or
they have
eat
more
it.
freedoms than America?
what the
Wow.
f is that?
But
I
we're
thought
the land of
America-
the free. We have more bald eagles.
Do
I
we?
don't even know that's true.
I don't know. We got a lot of hunters.
I'll look at a map.
Map.
a map that says how many bald eagles we have. Good call.
Have you been to Canada in Epcot? They have a really good steakhouse. At
No,
Epcot
I've been to
in
actual
Disney.
Canada though.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
I drove.
That's way cooler.
I
I think it's cooler.
Have you been to Canada?
yeah, but I kind of just like drove through.
Was it
But-
on your walk
No,
I
I
went to
started by
grocery
the Canadian
store
border though.
in Canada.
at the Peace Arch?
The Peace Arch, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I started right by there, and then
I know the Peace Arch.
headed south
I know where that's
for the
at.
winter. Well, I went to Vancouver because I went to the Alaskan cruise, so we left out of Vancouver. So I had to fly into Vancouver. So I was only there for like a day.
You did an Alaskan cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
I liked it. Saw whales and shit.
Ooh, I love shit. I love
Yeah,
whales.
yeah. I mean,
but-
the whales. It was all
Whales are
good.
cool,
All of
but-
it. It was
Shit's
good.
where it's at.
Walked on a glacier and shit. So that was cool.
Whoa, I
Yeah.
love walking on shit, but
You
glaciers are cool too.
You got to take the helicopter, and then it lands on the glacier, and then they're like, "Don't fall down the cracks." And I'm like, "I don't want to fall down the cracks,"
Whoa.
because they're like, "We can't get you out of those cracks." And I'm like, "I ain't going to fall
This
in any
helicopter
cracks."
is not small enough for that.
Yeah, no, but Canada, yeah, like they just drove around Vancouver, showed us like a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
That was
I
it.
went to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. Saw some tulips.
pretty? I've never been to
That's
Niagara
it.
Falls.
I like tulips.
Yeah.
They have tulips in Canada.
Yeah.
Man, Canada's got
It's
stuff.
Canadian tulips.
Canadian tulips.
Yeah.
They're different from American tulips.
Yeah.
Less violent.
Because they live.
Yeah, they grow like away from each other. Like American tulips grow
Yeah.
in groups.
Oh, really?
Canadians
Is this a
would
real
grow
thing?
away from each other, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, eh?
Sorry, sorry, not sorry.
Didn't realize you
Invade
had
your
soil."
space.
Eh? It's actually like that whole like apologizing all the time thing is actually really true. Like,
Really?
They apologize. When I went on my Africa trip, there's Canadians on the trip with us, like in our tour of like 30 people. And the Canadians, like, I knew they were Canadians just because of they would literally say sorry all the time. Like,
Sorry,
even
what?
when they
I'm gonna
like somebody
take a
bumps
picture
into
of you.
them, they're like, sorry. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
man.
I did it. I'm sorry. I'm
was
sorry. yeah. Let me apologize first.
How
Then
dare you exist?
So I thought that was funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Canadians.
Canadians.
They're good people.
Can live with them. Can live with them. Is that the saying?
Totally.
Would you ever go back to Canada? Would you ever go to Canada?
I would love to go to Canada. Yeah.
Any place specific? Or
Well, like, because when you think of Canada, you always think of like snowy mountains and just frigid cold and whatnot. But I feel like there's a lot more to Canada than we're exposed to on a
There's
normal
snowy
basis.
hills and snowy plains, and then there's also like snowy rocks.
I don't
There's
get to see a
stuff.
lot of snow. I really like snow because like it's kind of like you go to your friend's house and they have a kid and you're like, oh, I get to play with this kid, but I get to give it back.
Right.
So you go to Canada.
You don't
and
want
you
to
get
take care of their snow.
Yeah, I get to play in the snow, but I don't have to shovel it.
That's true.
I could just fly back to sun.
Yeah, I'm the
So-
same way. I don't want to live in snow, but I like seeing it.
Yeah.
It's cool to like
I'd
be
go
around.
back. I want to go
I
back.
act like it snows all the time, though.
Where? In
Canada?
Canada? Well,
Does it?
I mean, I think it snows like 360 days of the week.
Of
year,
the week.
the year.
And the 5
No,
days aren't
it's-
even consecutive.
You get 5 days of tulips. That's it.
5 days. No, I mean it doesn't snow every day. It
It's
snows
tulip week.
Probably depends where you are in Canada. Also,
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to live like really far up in Canada, like where they like bash
Ooh,
seals
yeah.
in and stuff.
bash
No.
seals in.
Yeah, you know where they kill seals and
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
Really
Yeah.
up north.
really up there
Really up there.
where the crazies live.
Yeah.
Iceland and Greenland
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah. So far north in Canada that it's another country. No.
So don't they still have like the Queen on their money?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
What and their currency is called like toonies.
Loons, like
but
the
they say
bird.
like toonies and loonies is
Do
like
they say
their
toonies?
it's like yeah, it's like slang. And then like other slang cuz I wrote this for one of the podcasts I do. The detective has to pretend to be Canadian to infiltrate a Canadian criminal organization that's big on the moose trade and the maple syrup trade. It's stupid. But I had to look up a lot of
Who's this
different
character for?
This is Locke from Atlas Avenue Beat. It's like that goofy
From Atlas Avenue Beat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like the
Is that
goofy
one of your
character.
really awesome podcasts?
Atlas
Atlas
Avenue Beat at 7lamb.com. You could check it out right now.
That's the number 7 lamb.
7 lamb.com.
You're still recording that one, writing that.
Yeah,
one?
it's
Recording
well, I
that?
just
Releasing
finished
that
writing
one?
it, but like the whole last few episodes were him infiltrating a Canadian
Nice.
criminal organization. So I had to look up a lot of stuff about Canada. So like a lot of the slang, like
Yeah.
hang a Larry, that means take a
Whoa.
left.
Hang a Larry.
Toonies and loonies is something like with their money. They have I think they say like cunt. as like a curse word. Like that's like they're like fuck, you know what I mean?
Wow, cunt. Wow.
Yeah, no, like
Because it's like
Rebels.
English.
So I was
It's
in
like-
the UK like in November, and they say cunt, but and it's like it's no big thing. Like
Right.
you cunt,
You cunt.
but if you say motherfucker,
That's harsh.
they get disgusted.
Oh really?
Oh, he would fuck their mother, mate. Ah, motherfucker, that's gross. But you say cunt, I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Normal cunt. This cunt over here.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Well, that's weird.
NSFW warning
Just in case.
retroactively.
Right.
Should have known.
I mean, I guess that's fine. That's their F word up there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone's got one.
Yeah, I'm looking at Canadian slang now, and
Yeah. I'm trying to
it's
think.
pretty
of,
weird.
I'm trying to think of like the other ones. The
Homo milk.
homo milk. That was one of them that I
Yeah.
put into the scripts. Yeah.
That's
What is that?
wild.
That's like milk. It's just milk that they get from
It's milk
the store.
that's 3.25% fat.
Yeah.
Homo milk.
It's called homo milk.
All right. That's weird.
It's homogenized.
That's why it's
Yeah.
called homo. Oh my
Homo
gosh.
milk. Makes so much sense.
Now it makes more sense. Homogenized.
So yeah.
Cool. So all right. So how do we celebrate? We go to Canada.
We just
Go to Canada, or just look up pictures of Canada.
Or
Ooh, pictures, yeah.
watch or listen to something Canadian related.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Just or like listen to some Justin Bieber while you
Watch-
watch Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Or
Wayne's
any,
World.
any Keanu Reeves movies.
Oh yeah.
John Wick.
John Wick.
1, 2, and 3.
What's like you can watch Canadian Bacon with is it John Candy?
Ooh, you can eat Canadian bacon.
You can eat Canadian. I like Canadian bacon. Isn't that like? I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to say because I'm just gonna look like an idiot. Canadian.
It's like it looks like ham, I think, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I'm trying to look. Hold on. I'm looking up Canadian movies,
There's so many.
Ooh.
but there's nothing like.
So while you look up movies, should we have a cake today?
Yeah. In the
think
shape
so.
of a maple leaf or whatever they
Ooh.
have on their flag.
Yeah, with like a maple syrup icing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely
There you
maple
go.
syrup. They love that shit. I love that shit.
You
Big
just shoot
bacon
up.
on the
Oh my
outside.
god, the lumberjacks
Ooh,
go out
yeah.
into the woods and just get maple syrup like constantly.
They just get
sounds
maple
good.
syrup all
They just
over their
fucking-
bodies.
They just get that little corkscrew screwed into the tree. And pours right out
Red Riding Hood too.
slowly. Red Riding Hood 2, the sequel.
Yep.
Oh. All these Canadian. Isn't Schitt's Creek Canadian?
Actually, yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I think it takes place in Canada, right?
Ooh, David.
Because Eugene Levy is Canadian, and so is his son.
Oh, right,
obviously.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right then.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 4 episodes and then
You know, like
stopped.
the
It's
first
okay.
season's a little slow.
Yeah,
It gets better though.
it does.
That's what I heard.
Moira
People
Rose.
love it.
Ugh,
You don't like Moira?
I don't.
I hate
You
that
don't like
shit.
Catherine O'Hara?
She's like the only character on that show that I just.
Is that the daughter or the
No,
mom?
it's the mom.
It's the mom.
It's
Oh.
Catherine O'Hara. Because Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy, I think, went to the same like improv kind of classes.
Yeah.
They grew up together, and then they were in all the Christopher Guest movies, like Best in Show
Yeah.
and Waiting for
Before
Guffman.
all the Corona shit, they did a tour, like a live tour, and that shit sold the fuck out.
Oh,
so
yeah, they were
fast.
here. They were here in like
Man.
Tampa Bay, and it was like $120 or something.
I
Yeah.
tried to buy tickets.
Yeah.
Sold out in like 10 minutes.
Exactly, yeah.
But
They-
that's
they opened like a second day, and
Yep.
that sold out super
Yep.
fast too.
it's weird to me because like Schitt's Creek wasn't popular for like the first couple seasons.
Right.
It was
right.
on like some.
I remember
pop-
seeing it on Stephen Colbert when he was on there talking about Schitt's Creek, and I was like, what is this?
I remember
Yeah.
seeing the first like trailer for it when it was first coming out. I'm like, I might see it. Like, I might try watching it because I like Eugene Levy. But then like it was on like some weird channel like Pop or something like that. And then eventually it gained steam, I guess, and people started watching it, and
Damn.
now it's popular. And the last season just aired.
Yep.
No more.
Oh, Moira.
No more
No
Moira.
Moira.
No more Moira.
All right,
Cool.
so there's many ways to celebrate, and
Definitely have a
have
cake.
yourself a cake to celebrate Canada becoming Canada.
Cool. Sounds good.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Say.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.